Hello, wonderful family. Another glorious day and another beautiful opportunity to share the word with you. Hallelujah. Today, I want us to quickly check the story about the first miracle recorded in the book of John. It's in the book of John, chapter 2, from verses 1. And I read from the King James. And the third day, there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. And both Jesus was called and his disciples to the marriage. So this tells us that Jesus was interested in marriages. It wasn't just super spiritual. And when they wanted wine, the mother of Jesus said unto them, They have no wine. Jesus said unto her, Mother, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet come. That's another message for another day. Jesus was actually saying that there was a set time for him to do certain things. But did that hinder Mary from getting what she wanted? Join me. His mother said unto the servants, Whatsoever he saith unto you, do it. That's all. That's just basically what I want to say today. Whatsoever he says unto you, do it. That's what faith is all about. Doing the words of God. Doing the words of Jesus. Whatsoever he says unto you, do it. That's a secret in life. Secret to success in life. Whatsoever he says unto you, do it. They were in a crisis situation. Whatsoever he says unto you, do it. Are you in a crisis situation? Whatsoever he says unto you, do it. And there were set there 6 water pots of stone, after the manner of the purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece. And now listen, Jesus now says, remember she said, whatsoever he says unto you, do it. It's now time for the word to go forth. Jesus said unto them, fill the water pots with water. So whatsoever he says unto you, do it, irrespective of if it sounds stupid. Whatsoever he says unto you, do it. He gave them a foolish instruction. They ran out of wine, and he was saying, fill the water pots with water. And they filled them up to the brim. So they did exactly as Mary had instructed. Whatsoever he says unto you, do it. He says, fill the water pots with water. And they filled them up to the brim. And he said unto them, so he gave a first instruction. They carried it out. Now a second instruction is coming. Jesus said unto them, and he said unto them, draw out now. So if they hadn't done the first instruction, they wouldn't have gotten the second instruction. So they had to get the first, obey it, then they will get the next instruction. What has God told you to do? You do it first before the next instruction will come. The first instruction might not be the end, might not produce the end result. It might just be the beginning. If you obey, if you carry it out, if you're willing and obedient, you will eat the good of the land. And he said unto them, draw out now and bear unto the governor of the feast. And they bear it. So they carried out that second piece of instruction. Whatsoever he says unto you, do it. When the ruler of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, and knew not whence it was, but the servants which drew the water knew, the governor of the feast called the bridegroom, and said unto him, every man at the beginning doth set forth good wine, and when men have well drunk, then that which is worse, but thou hast kept the good wine until now. This beginning of miracles did Jesus in Cana of Galilee, and manifested forth his glory, and his disciples believed on him. Whatsoever he says unto you, do it. There were 2 sets of instructions. The first one led to a point, then the second one came, and it was the second one that established the miracle. If they had not obeyed the first, they wouldn't have gotten the second. Everything would have ended right there. Now, they needed to have obeyed all the instructions. Are you obeying all the instructions? Don't obey one and forget to do the other, or refuse to do the other because you've not seen the end result. The first thing he told them to do, fill the water pots with water. They did. The thing hadn't turned to wine at that point. He said, now bear it down to the guy and draw from there to give him. The first part of the instruction might not produce what you think should be the end result. Obey. Willingly obey. And then look forth for the next instruction. And if there's another instruction until the end result, stick with it. Whatsoever he says unto you, do it. That is what is called faith. God bless you. Hallelujah.